Hi, I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Welcome, and welcome to everybody that's out there that's watching. I want to wish you a happy Memorial Weekend, as this is the best Memorial Weekend. At least it's not raining like it was. And just want to give a shout out to all our veterans out there, and the ones living and the ones that are gone. And you know, I do my quick announcement. MCC on Main, yes, I always do it all the time. They got lots of things happening. They're located over at 903 Main Street, Manchester, Connecticut. They got something great going on. They have Mr. Chad Springer, and that's going to be June 28th. So mark your calendars, everybody, and I will be there. So they have Things with Wings. Manchester Community College is a Manchester Art Association exhibition. They open at 6 o'clock. And these are kids from Manchester High and Manchester Community College doing the art exhibits. And they have a GPA. The music is going to be by GPA's band. So if you want music and looking at the pictures and everything else, please stop by. And remember to mark your calendars, like I said. And I want to move it along and introduce my guests. But before I do, I want to tell you a little story. I was at a store, someplace where I'm not supposed to be at. But anyway, I ran into this lovely woman, and came across that she was writing a book. And she is a survivor, cancer survivor, stage 4, Miss Lisa Barrett. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I just want to ask you, how was it when you just found out about, like the doctor said, well, you have cancer, or something's wrong. You notice that something's wrong at first, right?
I noticed something was wrong. I usually eat spicy food, whatever. Nothing ever bothers me. And I started to have a little bit of, we used to call agita. And I thought something was wrong. I went to the doctor. They said, you're fine. Don't worry about it. And I really felt something was wrong. And they sent me for a really rushed, not a scan, ultrasound. And they rushed me through. Someone was waiting. They were poking on it, and it really hurt. They said, you're fine, go wait outside for the results. I waited outside. They came running out. They said, someone needs the room. You're fine, just go home. So I was rushed through that, and I still knew something was wrong. So my parents told me to go and get an endoscopy. So I had to pay cash for it because I wasn't covered, because they weren't suggesting that I get one. And
wasn't that expensive?
It was very expensive. And then I waited, and they called me up, and I was downstairs. I remember I was doing laundry downstairs. My kids were upstairs, and they said, I said, am I pregnant? And I was joking. And they said, no, you have cancer. And I was floored. I was shocked. Mm-hmm. And that was it. Then we were on our race to figure out what to do.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk about, or have somebody on my show that went through something, and I want you to let the people know about your experience. If anybody out there that's having a problem or has this certain type of cancer that she had, I would like you to reach out to her after the show. You know, we will give you the information, and you'll see it on the screen. So I want to take a step back. As we were talking earlier, you were actually, you're still a teacher.
I'm a teacher at
Yes.
Windsor High School. Yep.
Wow, wow. She's got a family in the house.
I do.
Yes, her
Two
mother.
college kids, and my
Yes.
husband, my cousin, and my mom are here with us today.
Wow, very exciting. I'm glad to have them there. Yes. And let's move on to your experience when you found out.
Well, the doctors told me I was just going to die. I was told only 80-year-old African American men get this disease and they just die. I had
What?
no chance of surviving and to give it up.
Oh my goodness.
And I went to other doctors, and many doctors told me that I was not going to make it. So we kept on going to doctors till we found one that said that he was going to try and help us.
Yes.
He called it get a home run and give it a try. But basically, I was told forget about it. But that wasn't an option.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is something else.
I only had a 1% chance of survival.
Yeah, so 1%. Oh, jeez. Wow.
We prayed a lot.
Yeah, so how did your children take it?
Well, we didn't want to tell them. They were in middle school, and as a matter of fact, they were about to take the CMTs, and we didn't want to upset them, so we were keeping it quiet for a while. But then a friend of mine was their principal, and she told me things are going to get out. If one person knows, you
Yeah.
have to trust your children. And I didn't think they were strong enough to handle it, but they were troopers. They were strong enough. One of them melted and the other one was very strong, and she said to me, don't worry, I'm going to pretend this isn't happening. She's like me, we pretend nothing's happening. I'll pretend nothing's happening and everything will be fine. And we're a strong family, we have a lot of faith, and we just clung on to each other and kept on moving forward. We wouldn't take dying as an option, we just kept on moving forward.
And it also brought you closer too.
Yes,
Closer. It's really nice to have a good family.
it is.
And people that really care, because sometimes people don't care, they don't know what to say.
My parents and my husband, they took very good care of me. They brought me everywhere and just kept on striving for better results. And the entire town, actually, of South Windsor took very good care of me. Christina Finnegan made sure that meals were brought to me for over a year.
Wow.
And one of my children has an allergy, a peanut allergy, so I didn't want anyone to bring food to the house. I was very nervous. But they they made a deal that they put all the garbage, like all the boxes in Ziploc bags, so that I could read the ingredients, so that I was sure that it was okay. But yeah, my kids were strong. The town took great care.
So you had to
And they
change your
rallied.
diet too, right?
Yes, I did have to change my diet. I wasn't all that happy. I'm Italian. I like red sauce and garlic, and I had to eat beige food, and I was not content with that because the sauce and the garlic very much bothered me. So I had to eat beige for a while.
Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. What I want to do is I want to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, okay? Lisa Barrett. So stay tuned. And before we go on the break, I just want to ask you one more question to
Sure.
give someone some time. Your two daughters, geez. Now, how old are they now?
Stephanie just turned 19 yesterday, and Alicia will be 21 in September.
Yeah.
They're great. One of them is going to be a chef, and one of them is going to be a PE teacher.
Oh,
They're,
PE.
yes, they're
Oh,
both in college, doing very well. Dean's
wow.
List. They're doing very well.
Dean's List. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness
But
gracious.
they're strong. They're strong, and they're supportive.
And you're so lucky to have a good husband, because
Yes.
when somebody has cancer, sometimes their husband leaves because it's too much stress in the family.
He had an out, but he didn't take it. We'll be married 25 years this summer.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
He stood by, took good care, went
Yes.
everywhere to get the results.
Oh, wow. That is very good. And the people around you, you said they were very good and helpful.
Very supportive. I was on very, very harsh chemos. I had a fanny pack, so I had a port put in, and the chemo was 24 hours nonstop. And so I needed a lot of help and a lot of assistance, and everyone took very good care. It was very strong chemo, but it worked. My point that I want to get out to everybody is to know your body, trust your instincts.
Yes.
Don't just listen to what doctors say. Advocate for yourself. Get many, many opinions and fight and pray.
Yeah. So I was reading, you went to Boston, New York. Boston and New York and Connecticut and
Sloan
it's like-
Kettering, we follow a lot. the doctors that were there took very good care and took a chance with us, and the doctors at Harry Gray in Hartford also took good care. But a lot of the other hospitals I went to told me, forget about it.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
When a doctor tells you, well, there's no chance.
None.
You know.
I had words. I left many offices I believe I cannot go back to.
So it's like, don't you tell me that I don't have a chance. Okay, I'm going to fight this thing. Wow. And that is so good to have. Are we ready? I'm ready to take the break, so we will be right back.
Hi, I'm Janice Fleming, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
At Hartford Public Schools, we care about one thing above all, the future of our kids. That's why we're dedicated to providing all students with the knowledge and skills needed in the new global culture. Hartford Public Schools is thriving. More student success stories, more world-class facilities, more university and corporate partnerships, more amazing talent coming and staying in Hartford. This is how education is supposed to work. Welcome to Hartford Public Schools, where the future is present.
Welcome back. And again, I'm here with Lisa Barrett, and she's a fourth stage cancer survivor,
Yes.
and that is so wonderful. And she's here, actually, we spoke earlier about how it came about and the doctors that she went to go see and how she felt and her family. And we're going to get more into like her book. And the feelings that you wrote in your book, or the feelings that you had. You were talking about chemo and stuff like that. Now, I never had chemo, and I spoke to a friend of the family who had passed away because he had pancreatic cancer, and he told me it's like kind of scary. I mean, were you really scared of doing the chemo?
I think I wanted all the chemo I can get. I didn't think of it as a poison. I just thought of it as a medicine that was going to heal me. So it didn't bother me at all. I just said, anything you have, please. I had esophageal, stomach, and liver. So
Yes.
I really would take anything that they gave to me. I did, however, get scared when they came with one bunch of needles, was about this big. It looked like Frankenstein, and it was red. And I thought that they were going to put it in my arm or something. I was very nervous about that. But they put it in through an IV. That scared me. And I remember saying, is that the chemo that's going to make my hair fall out? And the nurses are so kind. You could see her eyes were welding up with tears, and she shook her head, and you could see that it's hard for them to give that kind. Yeah,
Really? Yeah, because you were
but
talking
that was scary. But otherwise, I took it as, this is going to save me. Give me anything you got. I took any kind of chemo. There was pills and everything. I went any kind.
Yeah, you were talking about the pill that was made you really tired.
Yeah, you when you get the chemo, it wipes you out a little bit, and a lot of people throw up and get sick and lose a lot of weight and get waif-like. I gained 25 pounds on chemo. I didn't throw up. I got a little queasy, but yeah, I guess the fact that I went into chemo a little bigger, it sucked in well. And I think it worked better for that purpose. So, it never bothered me. I had really horrid side effects, but again, the other side effect is dying, and I didn't want that.
Wow. You were also talking about how somebody gave you a book and it was all fattening stuff.
Yes. We had gone, my mom wanted to help me become more healthy. So she bought a book and she was making all these recipes for me. And I started to get sick, and the doctor said that I had a pizza eating body. I didn't have a bean and healthy food eating body, because it was making me very sick. But I tried to eat healthier and what have you. But yeah, there's lots of recipes out there that you can use to make you stronger. Different types, like there's some chocolates have more antioxidants in them, and cranberries, raspberries, different things that you can try.
Okay. Those are good. Anyway, has anybody ever come to you and say, well, I have a so-and-so cancer, can you please help me?
Yes. The thing with, as we were talking about before, people are afraid to tell that they have cancer. They think it's a secret. They think it might be embarrassing. You have to share. You have to tell people. You'll be surprised if you reach out for help and just mention it to a few people, how many people have been afflicted by this or their families have been afflicted by this. And once you share, you can get more information from people. They can give you connections. You have to talk to everyone. Let everyone know your story. You do not know who can help you.
Right. Oh my goodness.
But there's so many people out there, more people than you know, who have been through this or something similar to this, who could be a support system to you and help you through.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention is I want to really say this again. Get that support system up to everybody so they will know, so they can get that type of help.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And there's things that you can go on like cancercompass.com and research. And you mentioned I have this kind of cancer. Had anyone ever hear about that? And people say, "Oh, me, this is what I did," and give you little tips and hints on what to do to help yourself out. Maybe a new clinical trial might have come out that you don't know about, that maybe another hospital is using. But just reach out anywhere. Just stick it out there and see if someone can help you. And pray. And
Yes,
pray.
pray
and
and pray. Our spiritual connection is really good, and it does help a lot of people. You know, it's your faith too.
Yes.
Yes, and keeping yourself up.
Yes. Exercise, they say, is good.
Yeah.
I've been exercising 3 times a week.
Oh wow!
Yes,
So what type of
trying.
exercise do you do?
I go on the treadmill for about 15 to 20 minutes,
Okay.
and then I do a few of the arm machines around the gym.
Okay.
Now I have a ball. My husband bought me a ball.
Oh,
to bounce
that's
up and
so
down
sweet.
on and do sit-ups on. It's a little dangerous. I'm still working that out.
Oh, I still got my ball sitting on the corner.
Pixies are on TV.
Yeah. For everybody, I believe in anything. Exercise, nutrition, try to eat right. It's not easy eating right.
Nope.
You like those sweets and everything like me, but I try to work out too. And what time do you get up and work out actually?
I work out after school. I'm a high school
Really?
teacher, so I'm in school pretty early. I have to be work by 7, so there's not a lot of time before time. Usually after school I go work out.
Oh, that's good. Well, you have energy after that?
Oh,
huh?
sure.
Oh my goodness! Wow, I'm ready to conk out. But I like a little bit of humor on my show, okay, everybody? And jeez, how did you feel like when your hair fell out? You know, I know that's something. I
That's
just want to.
huge.
Yeah.
The hair is. I'm all about the hair. No matter how much weight I've gained or
Yeah.
lost or anything that's happened to me in my life, I've always had solid hair, and that was. I couldn't handle that. That was the one part that broke me. And my mom knew that I wasn't going to handle it. I didn't want to shave my head. I didn't think that that would be beautiful on me.
Do you have to shave your hair? When
Some people shave their head right away so that they don't have to go through the dramatics of it falling out piece by piece.
Oh, okay.
And I let it fall out piece by piece. I vacuumed a lot. I killed my Swifter sweeper. And I would find hair everywhere, and I would just pick it up and not pay attention, and I just wouldn't touch my hair too much. And I was very lucky. As it was falling out, my bangs and the length stayed, and everything else was leaving. So if I put a bandana on, I still had the bangs and the length. And my mom,
cute.
while I still had hair, brought me for wigs. And someone mentioned that it's very important that you get the wig before time, because when it's time, you're too raw to deal with it. So my mom was driving around. We couldn't find anything. They were suggesting wigs for me to wear that I could wear swimming, and red, and it just wasn't me.
they
And
wouldn't fall off when you swim?
no, apparently those stuck on, but my mom was driving around and she saw in the window this Jersey girl hair, this big hair, and she said, "That's my daughter," and she went and found it, and she got me my wigs with the big hair. So I had wigs on all the time. My husband never saw, no one saw, my children never saw me without hair. I saw myself once because I had I got it all knotted together, and I had to pull what was left out and cut the back off. And so I wore wigs. I wore wigs to sleep. I wore hats to sleep. No one ever saw that I had no hair.
Oh
Nope.
my goodness!
I am that vain.
Wow! Oh my god, that is so nice. Jeez, that's good encouragement.
Yeah,
though.
my mom was right. You have to have the wig before you need it.
Okay.
So this way, when you need it, it's there for you.
Wow. And the high school kids, also I want to talk about the high school kids. How do they really handle that pressure?
When I was sick, it was about 7 years ago, I was more with elementary kids then, and I was a CCD teacher, and when they came, didn't tell many people. They came to visit me. Some of my kids knew that something was wrong, and they would come in. I know one family who I love very much was bringing me an ice cream basket, and they came in and they were peering around the corner, and I came bouncing out, and I'm like, hi, and I had my wig on, and you couldn't tell. I was positive through the whole thing. I was happy through the whole thing. It was me. I didn't let it beat me. I stayed me the whole time. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that anything was wrong. I kept positive, but it was nice. Children sent me cards, small children, full classroom sent me cards, get well soon and what have you. And it was just wonderful. Having the support of all the children and their families, it helped. I swear it had something to do with curing me. All the people praying, all the people making sure. I got cards from my friends every day.
Yeah, you were
people
talking about the one
cakes.
Yeah, you were talking about the one who gave you a nasty card, dirty card, crazy
Judy.
card, humans.
Every day I got a card from Judy,
Wow.
making sure I was okay.
Oh, you thought she had a stock and hallmark.
Stock and hallmark. She
was
still
funny.
does.
Oh, wow. Well, it's good, and it's nice for people to continue on giving that encouragement and helping other people. The most thing that I like for people to do is help one another when something like that happens to them. And how did you come about writing your book?
Well, I was kind of stuck in the house, and I'm action-packed. I'm always busy. I'm always doing something, and I was kind of lying low for a while with nothing to do. So my family said, why don't you start putting your thoughts down on paper? So I started putting my thoughts down, and I started to rant and rave because I was very angry that people told me that I was going to die and they weren't going to help me. So putting things down on paper made me feel very good. And I ranted, and then eventually I stuck it all together in a book because I felt that what if someone else is told they're going to die? What if someone else needed help and just trusted the doctors, felt that the doctors knew? I didn't want this to happen to anybody else. I wanted people to know they need to scream and shout and make sure that they are heard and try to get a cure.
And of course, in your book, stage 4, what happened to stage 2 and stage 3? Everybody can get her book because it's a very wonderful book, and actually this book, the proceed goes to?
A portion of the proceeds
Yes.
every year goes to the cancer research at the Relay for Life in South Windsor.
Yes.
Every year we have a team, 1% counts, and we donate a portion of the proceeds every year.
And
to
you did
cancer research.
you did participate in the relay too?
I did.
How was
I got
that like?
to make the speech. It was wonderful. I felt like the princess. I got to make the speech and carry the flag with my family. It was wonderful. They just make you feel great for surviving. And every year you can put your hands on a banner for how many years you've
Wow.
survived. And they just celebrate you.
Oh
they
my
celebrate
goodness.
survivors and give you hope. And it's very nice.
Wow.
It's coming up June 6th,
Okay, let everybody know the location.
South Windsor High School.
Okay.
On the track.
And what time?
3 o'clock it starts on Friday. It goes from Friday to Saturday.
Okay.
June 6th, June 7th.
So if anybody is in the state of Connecticut and wants to join,
we'll be there.
please feel free. I might go there, just remind me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. For just pointers for everyone that you want to give out for people that are that had cancer, have cancer, I just want them to connect with you. And as you will see, your email address, your web address will be on the screen. And what type of encouragement would you like to give to someone?
I would have to say always trust your instincts. Always trust your body. You know your body. You know what is going on. Strive for a better answer. If you don't like the ones you're given, don't trust just one doctor. Get many, many, many opinions and keep on fighting.
Wow.
Keep on fighting until you're better.
Yeah.
And this year at our relay, our team 1% Counts is dedicating our relay to my Aunt Barbara.
Okay.
She lost her battle with cancer this year, so we are dedicating
okay.
our year for Noelle's mom.
Okay. So you're going to be writing another book too? Or?
I've been asked what happens after. I'm thinking
Yes.
about it. I've started a chapter. I'm thinking what happens after, how to keep on keeping on. It's a possibility.
So if anybody else is interested in writing a book too, also can they connect with you?
Yes,
to
I
find
wasn't
out the
able to
details?
find a publisher, so I had to self-publish it.
Oh,
So,
really?
yes, I could help people out with that.
Okay. All right. I'll let you get in touch with my sister. She's interested in writing
Okay.
some type of book.
It's quite easy. There's wonderful websites out there that help you.
Okay.
So I was able to self-publish my book.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to help people. I just wanted people to know to fight. Just don't take no for an answer. Just keep on fighting.
Now, how long did it take you to really write the book?
Not that long.
Really? Wow.
It's for 6 months to a year, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
The chapters are very short. My high school students like that quite a bit.
It's easy reading.
Easy
and
reading,
everything.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Read right through.
Okay. So what year, what group, like the 8th, 9th, junior, and high school do you
Right
teach?
now, I teach computer applications to the 9th graders and marketing to the upperclassmen. Next year, I'll be teaching business communication as well.
Wow.
Great bunch of
Business
kids.
communication?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
How to not say like, and you know, and I'm hoping that they're not counting too many today while I am on TV.
Oh wow. Is there anybody else that you'd like to give a special shout out?
Just my family, Alicia and Stephanie, Christopher at home. Thank you for your
yes.
support, and everyone I work with and my friends and family take very good care of me.
Yeah, you have a great
dad.
support group.
Yes, my
Great
mom and my
support.
husband are here. One doctor in particular, Dr. Hong, at
Okay.
the Harry Gray Center. Dr. Hong takes very good care of me.
Oh,
Poor
wow.
Dr. Hong.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, he was the gentleman who told me that he's going to go for a home run.
A home run.
Yes,
All
and I had
right.
Dr. Shaw at Sloan Kettering. Those are my men.
So where they located real quick? Where are they located?
Sloan is in New York, and the Harry Gray Center is right in Hartford.
Okay, because I've heard of the Harry. Is that part of Hartford Hospital?
Yes, right part
Okay.
of Hartford Hospital
Okay,
attached
yeah.
to the side of it.
So I see the commercials and stuff like that. Yeah. They have great doctors at Hartford Hospital.
They do. They take good
Yes.
care, and the nurses there, everyone. There's rooms that you go in when you get your chemo. The first room they have you separated so that you make your peace with it. And when you go back to get your
Oh,
chemo,
that's nice.
it is. It's beautifully set up. Very like inspirational sayings. Then you go into a group of many recliners as you get more used to it. And when you're in those rooms, I would say make conversation, make people happy, make
Yes.
people laugh. Don't let them be
Yes.
serious in those rooms. My mother and I
Okay.
kind of jerked around in there and had some fun.
Well, thank you.
Thank
for
you
coming on
so
my show.
much.
I'd love to have you back again.
Sure.
When you write your
When
second
I write
book
my
too.
second book, sounds like a
And
plan.
about your family too. Great husband, great mother, and great cousin. That's your cousin,
Yeah,
right?
cousin
okay.
Noah. Yeah.
And thank you for watching. And I'll see you again on another great topic, okay, everyone?